Let's talk about techniques. First thing you'd ever want to think about doing in your vehicle is to find out how much weight do you have in your vehicle. How many of you play golf? Carry the golf bags in the trunk always?
No.
Okay. But if you did, there's added weight that's really not necessary. You could take the golf bags out and put them in the garage. Tire pressures. Tire pressures make a big difference in mileage. People should monitor their tire pressures more often than they're actually saying nowadays. Coasting is so much easier than staying on the throttle. Momentum is your friend, remember that, momentum. That's what we're going to use a lot here, is momentum. When you apply the throttle, imagine that I've placed an egg between your foot and the throttle pedal. We teach in the driving schools, we teach this a lot. So when you squeeze down on the throttle, you're just slowly squeezing down. You're not using a lot of pressure. You're not on the gas or off the gas, on the gas or off the gas. You don't want to break the egg. So as you apply the throttle. Same goes for braking. Not transferring weight dramatically, trying to keep the weight balanced on all four tires equally. Plan ahead. Look ahead. Look so far ahead. How many people have ever gotten stuck behind a bus like this? And you go, how'd this happen? How'd I get here? Well, not hard to see. You should have been able to see it quite a ways down the road before you got to it. So plan ahead. Plan your future. And that's what we're going to do now. All right, put her in drive and roll in the power slowly. Now another thing you can do is you can shift the transmission on your own just by slightly lifting the throttle. You want to manage the throttle with your foot, but you're also going to watch the RPMs. You can keep the vehicle around 2,000 to 2,500 RPM. Now lift. See it shift? Once you get it shifted up to the high gear, you can maintain your speed without having a lot of throttle input. It's red. There's no point in us getting in a hurry to get to a red light, right?
Correct.
If we just slowly throttle up down the road here, I would actually lift off the throttle right now and coast from here to the light. As the time we get to the light, it's still probably going to be red. We're using very little to no fuel at this point. Now, as we crest this hill, look at the momentum we could carry all the way to that light as we come down. So slightly release pressure on the throttle. And you're going to maintain. The amazing thing is you watch, you can maintain your speed by just adding a little throttle as you need it. You'll watch that once you release the throttle, you really don't lose that much miles per hour, depending on obviously your grade. See, that light's changed, so it's red, so we're in no hurry. So we've thought ahead, we're ahead of the game. And we might even be able to use our momentum to go around this right-hander here. What is that car sitting at that light going to do? See, he wants to turn left. If I've got a car in front of me and I'm not really sure what he's going to do, I'm going to look in this lane to give myself an open lane to plan ahead just in case when I get to that light, he decides to make the left. I can maintain my momentum and carry the power right through. So you're always looking at the lane choice situation. Good brake application, nice and smooth. You're not dramatically changing the transfer of the weight of the vehicle in one way or another. And let's get up to 50, 55 miles an hour. The faster we get it going initially, the more momentum we're going to be able to carry. Okay, now lift. There you go. Just maintain that right there. So your throttle application right now is very minimal, isn't it? And we're going to speed limit.
50.
Yeah. Squeeze a little, get you up the hill. Once you get to the top of the hill, release that pressure. You lift it off. And then just a little bit of throttle as you come out. I've actually, a lot of times, will lift off the throttle and let it coast until I start seeing my speed come to drop down a little bit, and then I'll start applying a little throttle. There's a fuel burner.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
19.9,
And what was the first time?
18.2.
Jeez.
Pretty good improvement. So you can see, and I don't think we spent more than 5 minutes more on the drive. I didn't have a stopwatch
Yeah.
on it, but I believe that's pretty good.